Today's show is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, baby. I'm talking the top-rated sportsbooking app in all of North America. Safe, secure, reliable. I mean, those are the things that you need whenever you're talking about sports booking, right? But more importantly, we got promo codes, Deke. And Deke, this promo code is a promo code that we like, and I'm sure the football fans out there will like it as well. When you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and you make that initial $5 bet, put the promo code in, that is MOATS, M-O-A-T-S, and with that, you will receive $250 in bonus bets along with 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on DraftKings. Man, shout out to the homies over there doing an awesome thing, so that way you can follow your team with whoever they're playing, wherever they're playing, all right? But it'll also keep you up to date on potentially taking advantage of the anytime scoring options that DraftKings does offer, all right? But we also know sometimes, man, it might create a little bit of gambling problem. It happens. I get it, my friends, I do. If you're in New York, you know it's a number that you can text. But for everybody else, the digits to dial are 1-800-GAMBLER. So, man, how you feel about going into next week then, man, if Russ is healthy? Would you be going with Russ or would you be going with Fields then? Because you seem pretty, big on the, hey, give it another opportunity to score some more, to get in the box,
Let's be patient with that calf.
That's what I'm trying to see. What's up, bro? Like, what's your energy, man?
That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, honestly, I would love to go with Russ just because it's the Broncos. Like, the storyline just...
But...
This is why they put it so early. Like, this was the point. This is why they planned it like this. Like, this was the purpose of it, But I think if I'm the Steelers, like, I'm going with Fields. And, like, that calf been bothering you for a minute, man. Let's go with this. That calf seems like it's...
So, are you doing it because of the calf? Or is it because you want to see Fields and we go say it's the calf? That's why we need some clarification.
I just feel like that calf been bothering you for a few days, man. Let's get this.
We don't want to put any more risk, man. Like
that calf seemed like it's I didn't know it was this serious. I didn't know it was this heavy.
Respect for you to put you out there.
Y'all playing with my man Russ.
I'm just saying, man. I'm a Russ guy. I've been on the Russ wagon the whole preseason. You can't say I haven't. I've been on the whole preseason. But it just seemed like
it's that calf. Oh,
the feels look good, man.
Oh. I just didn't know. I didn't know it was that. I thought it was something to keep you out of practice a few days. We'll be all right. I didn't know it was gonna miss games. Now we're hitting it. But if you remember when I talked to you, I was like, man, if it get to where it's starting to get into
the games,
now now it's a new starter. Like now it's like okay, now you. I've just been with this one for a long time now. Yeah. I had all preseason with this. This took all preseason reps, and it started me off.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
and he looked good too. He had a good floor to his game where he, like you said, he didn't throw any interceptions. Didn't put the ball.
He didn't throw no interceptions.
He played.
And let's not act like he is a starting quarterback in this league. It's not like we can say he don't have experience. Like he's a starting quarterback. That's not his not. It's kind of like now I'm like, let's rock. You haven't lost a game for me yet. Technically, I'm not about this. I gotta keep the hand that's hot. Like you know how I go.
Yo, you know how I go. Buddy, bro.
You know how I go. I was all on the Rush train, so I don't want you to think I was totally on the train. I just didn't know it was this serious. I didn't know it was still like I was reading stuff. He might not travel. I'm like, it's like that. Like.
Yo,
they're saying he's still hurt too.
Yeah, they said he's still hurt.
He's going to be limited in practice no matter what this week.
Man, what happened? Like,
no, bro.
When did this calf happen? Like, man.
The conditioning test. They said
he was hitting
the sled. Yeah, they said they had him pushing the sled in the conditioning test, and then from
did he do something we don't know about?
That's what I'm trying to figure. I'm like, bro, did you come into camp with something and we ain't know? And the sled.
We blame the new strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah, like did he catch it straight? I don't know, bro.
But is it a calf or is it?
They said it's calf. Don't say the A word. It's calf. Yeah, they said calf. Just stay away from the A word. It's calf.
Because I'm like, this sounds like...
That's what they did with Durant. You remember Kevin Durant?
I'm with you.
It was calf until the little calf.
Christian McCaffrey last night. Like, hey, that calf. We don't need that calf.
Aaron Rodgers.
He was dealing with the calf.
That calf. And that's what I'm asking. I'm like, bro, is it a calf or is it like... Yeah.
Because calf is very different than We don't want that one. Not the
Hector.
Not that one.
Hector.
Yeah, we don't want that one. No, not that one.
Yeah. Come on. So I think I was just like, bro. I openly admit I was shocked. I'm like, where's this coming on Thursday, Friday? Like this.
Bro, that
this
thing
is
happened at
like,
the end of the week, and then even
Yeah,
on
I'm like-
Saturday, they was still talking like, yo, he still might go.
I thought this was one of them vet day casts. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
yeah, we ain't gonna mess with it. We all right though. Like when it stumbled in, he might not try. I thought might not travel sounds so loud.
That's
I was
very
with
loud.
Might not travel. Like
is
I have no
different.
chance to play.
Yeah,
Game time decision. Go
Yes.
warm up. We'll see what happens.
Night and
That's
day.
night and day difference
Night
from
and
might
day.
not travel.
Might not travel. We ruled you out on Wednesday, bro.
Yeah, might not travel is like
We knew what it was 2 days ago. Yeah.
yeah, like we're coming in with a new plan. I know that's not here.
Yeah. But low key.
Well, they need to start running some of those read options.
All I'm gonna say is
now.
that was kind of how I walked away from the press conference today. Low key, it was kind of like also, bro, we're not about to do the back and forth at that position because we need that clarity. And if it is,
We're not about to play
it's
with
hurt.
you.
Yeah, he's like, yo,
I
I can't
kinda-
do that.
I can see the frustration. It's not a. I mean, it's still human nature to this game, bro. Even though it's a business, it's a human nature element.
Talk that talk.
It's kind of like, bro, I brought you over here. I loved you. I came and got you.
Mhm.
I saved you. It's Bronco week. This your week.
This is
and
your
we
week of
still
your week.
kind
Come
of,
on, man.
man. Come on, let me get that young gun. Let's go to work. I ain't gonna
And
play
look,
with you.
the young guy who also has 40 career starts as well, who has
Yeah,
never been back up in
and-
this league also. All he knows
My
is
thing
starting.
is like, and I know he's working on his body every day. I think this is one of them reps. He need to show them people he working on his body every day. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to tell these people like, man, I'm on this calf 24/7. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want y'all to think it's that.
Like, yeah,
because
don't
it
get
almost,
twisted.
yeah, it almost feels like it's like, what's that? Like, what are we doing? Like, yo, you
Like,
rocking what we doing?
It is,
Yeah,
it
what we
is or
doing?
is it ain't. You hurt or
Like,
you,
bro, we
you
rocking
alright.
on what we doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know. And I hate that it gets like that, but that's the human element of like,
Yeah.
bro, what are we doing? Like,
And like you said,
like-
because it's a calf, it doesn't it won't show up in a brace. So perception, you just feel, you question, you like, yo, what's up? I get you, bro.
I'm like,
I get you.
what
bro.
are you doing every day? Now I
get you,
need
bro.
you with toe spurs on.
Yeah.
I need you to AP this thing. You gotta have the toe spurs in the facility.
Yeah.
You gotta be rolling your foot out every two. I need to see you doing that though. You know? So I mean, I don't know, man.
So going forward then, we obviously think that early on in the week it looks like it's gonna be Fields.
It's gonna be Fields.
I feel like it's gonna be Fields, but whenever
It's
Russ,
Fields.
I'm about to
There's
say I feel
nothing
like
to
it's
talk
Fields this
about.
week. Yeah, I feel like it's Fields this week. But
If Russ
so
don't
say
practice
Russ
by
is healthy. Russ is healthy by next week.
what happens this week though? You
see
can't
what-
tell
you
me
gotta
that.
see what
Okay.
Fields
That's what I
does.
want to know. So can Fields do enough this week to where
Absolutely.
if Russ is healthy next week, you're like, yo, I'm good on that?
Absolutely.
100%.
Okay.
But you know you can never lose your job through injury.
That's what
But-
I'm trying to figure out, bro. I'm like,
Yeah,
we
but-
on that? Like, what does he have to do then?
But like this is different than like a Big Ben and Charlie Batch.
I'm listening.
Both these
I
guys are
agree.
both new to the team, and there was a quote unquote quarterback competition in the offseason. So like they're more on an equal playing field than you got your franchise guy. We need our backup in there for a few weeks to just win us game, and the job's always going to be yours when you come back. Almost like with the Packers, like Malik Willis and Jordan Love. I don't think Malik Willis can do anything to have them sit Jordan Love.
I think that's the difference.
But I think that's different. Yeah, I feel like those two aren't in the same. Like
These are night and
atmosphere.
day.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
they
even
pay-
like a Big Ben or a Charlie Batch. Like
Yeah.
that's my point. Is like this isn't a like traditional starter franchise
Okay.
guy backup situation. Backup's going to be in for a couple weeks, few weeks, and no matter what, the starter's going to come back. This one is like I think Fields can play his way to winning the job
I agree completely.
because
I think you got two,
Russ hasn't played
Yeah.
for the Steelers yet.
I think you got two starters in there, and now you got some controversy. You know?
That's kind of how I see it. I don't see it as like
Right.
one being like, because like with C Batch, we always say Ben is definitively the better player. With Jordan Love and Malik, Jordan Love's definitively the better player. If we're saying Russ and Fields, Russ' career is definitively the better player. But we're making this decision based off of the here and now with speculation of what it can become versus we know up until him getting hurt, we ain't seen Russ ever look terrible. It's times where we
But if Fields keeps winning, that's my point.
And I get that part. But that's what I'm trying to is like, man, all it would take is the preseason last week, this week, and we could be all the way off of that. I thought that was a little fast for me. That's all.
I mean, I don't want you to feel like I want to say
because it seems really fast, like this turning the page or rush. If we go do this off of 2 games, that's all I'm saying. Like, I thought he played well also. I just didn't know it was to that extent. That's all.
My thing is like I don't want to say all the way off. Like all the way off's a big word, but like turned off. You know, like turned off.
You ain't the baddie right now. Like, yeah, we know you fine, but this one got an eye right now. That's what you want right now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
how you
especially if you're playing good and we're winning.
Man.
Because I think the case for putting Russ out there becomes worse and worse if we're winning games with Fields. It's like, okay, I get Russ has the better career and everything, but we still haven't seen him in a Steeler uniform.
Well,
we're winning games,
and we're continuing to get more information as well.
Yeah.
Remember, this was the first time we saw Fields for the Steelers play for 4 quarters, right?
In a game that matters.
In a game that matters, right? So we saw him 4 quarters, game that matters on the road, new information, look good.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're about to get another opportunity, 4 quarters versus a good defense on the road. Can you do it again?
Sure.
But
2-0, back-to-back games on the road to start off a season.
So my whole thing is this, though. When he was doing anything like this in Chicago, nobody ever looked at it like that. But now all of a sudden
he wasn't winning games.
He was winning games. We already broke this down.
No, he wasn't.
2 games, yes, he did.
Fields.
He never. He had a season where he didn't win 2 games. He went like he had 6, 8, 1 games. He played well in games. That's why it's Justin Fields. He just didn't do it consistently for 17 weeks. So once again, I'm saying after 2 games, we will be ready to go there. Is what I'm saying. Because up until that, what have we seen where he's done it for the full season? Is what I'm saying.
If we see him contribute to the win and not turn the ball over, and then potentially, hopefully, give us some scores, give us some touchdowns, then I don't see why not. Because that was my concern with Fields going into the season. It's just like, what's his floor? I feel like his floor is much worse than Russ, where he can maybe throw you out of a game with the turnovers.
Right, but after 1 game, though, you're saying that you're not worried about that no more. Is what I'm saying. Like that's the part that was premature to me. I'm like, it was 1 game.
Let's see what happens. Well, Russ is hurt. He's dealing with the calf, so it is one of those things where, yeah, you could let Russ heal up that calf for another week or 2. It doesn't hurt you, and it gives you the opportunity to see Fields, this guy that was drafted in the first round in the top 10 a few years ago.
So his first round draft pick, top 10 a few years ago, that's cool. But we bring up, man, Russ and Super Bowl champ and went to another way. That ain't cool no more. You catch what I'm saying? Like that's my only thing, man.
No,
like
it's very cool. But like Fields he just has the higher ceiling with this offense.
And I would
agree.
With
the talent.
I definitely agree.
Not
with
only
that.
for this season, but also for the future. He could potentially be your franchise guy, given that he's 25 years old. Whereas Russ,
we say
35,
that, we say that a lot,
you only get how many more years with him?
True, but how many times have we said that about different quarterbacks that this could be? I mean, we were saying this about Kenny. We said it about Mason. We said it about all these other guys.
It doesn't hurt to see Fields for another week or 2 to try to get more answers.
For sure.
I think that's my thing with Russ dealing with this calf, because you're not necessarily benching Russ, but you're just like, hey man.
Well, yeah, if he's hurt, he's hurt. If he's hurt, he's hurt.
Yeah.
No.
And if he continues to play good, I think the case for Russ being the starter on this team this year, 2024, becomes worse. If Fields plays good, we got 3-0, 4-0.
Absolutely.
Because we haven't seen Russ in this system or play for the Steelers just yet. It's not like Ben. It's not like we have this benefit of the doubt that we could associate with Russ here in Pittsburgh.
I mean, if he's hurt, he's hurt.
If he's hurt, he's hurt.
That's true too. Yeah, it's not. I think if he's legitimately hurt, it's not even like that much of a conversation. Mm-hmm. But it will get to a point though if he becomes healthy after 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and we're sitting at 3-1, 4-0, and Fields has been playing really good. Then I think you're having a real conversation. Tomlin has a decision.
Because I think my whole stance on this is I'm good with either one of those guys, but I just didn't know that what Fields specifically just did in this game was enough to where it's like, yo, clear cut, don't even double think. I don't got a question on it. Justin Fields the guy.
No, I just
see a touchdown.
I just want to see him for another week.
But you catch what I'm saying. So that's why for me, with the way that you and TG were like kind of like on this, I'm like,
It's
bro,
taking advantage of the opportunity
man.
that Russ is banged up a little bit.
But see,
I'd like to
that-
see Fields for another
the
week.
way that you communicated that was different than how you said it the other time. You and TG like like us looking at him getting this opportunity. That's one thing. Us being like, yo, man, that's the guy right now. That's the guy. That's the guy. Bump it.
Well,
That's
if he,
the guy.
I'm,
That to me
I'm
is
saying if
very
he wins,
different
if he
based-
wins these next 2-3 weeks and
Yeah.
plays good, then yeah, I think you are sticking with
Yeah.
Fields.
But he could keep playing like what he just played like is what I'm implying. Because was that enough to where you're like, yep, I'm good? Because to me, I think that I would still want to see Russ. Because Russ scores touchdowns.
That's why I'd like to
That's
see
what I'm
Fields
saying.
for another week, though, because
Yeah.
that was only 1 week. That was week 1,
Yeah.
Fields, new team, new system. So I'm curious.
And very
Can
short
you get
time for
better?
him to prepare,
Can
too.
you develop? Yeah.
He
can
got
you-
the call like, hey, man, wake up. Hey, you starting today. Go ahead out there.
Yeah. What
So
could
that's what
this?
I'm saying. He checked off all
What
that.
could this
Boom.
Fields and Pickens connection look like after a few weeks?
Yeah.
I get
I'm
that.
curious. I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
And I heard you say he'll get there. But once again, this is all speculative. This is all, I think he can. And it goes back to why everybody was on Justin Fields this offseason, but why a lot of people, including some people up here, against it, because it's like the potential. But when has it gotten to the point where it's consistently doing this each and every week? So until it does that, that's what I'm just saying. I ain't know one game in a couple
We'll see.
preseason was like, yo, he's done it. We're good now. I just didn't think.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it takes that fresh start, that new perspective.
Shout out, man. Shout out, bro. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes all it takes, man.